Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of JN Plays Badly. On today's episode, we're back in Final Fantasy XIV, and we are ready to commence on Deltascape V2. I was waiting around for it. It said it had a little while, but now we're all set to go, so we're gonna hopefully jump right in and see what we can see. I studied the mechanics. Hopefully we'll do okay, but also hopefully maybe we're in a party that'll be able to down the boss quickly so we don't have to worry about it as much. This was actually a decently, maybe fun boss fight in the original Final Fantasy V. You could actually almost, in a sense, stun lock him though in that game because, yeah, whatchamacallit? Yeah, how best to put this? Well, basically, you needed to be able to float. If you used float, oops, speaking of float, he would use this ability called 100 Gs, and if you got hit with 100 Gs, it would cause you not to float anymore. So the idea was, the idea was float and keep floating. Oops. And what he would do is he would manipulate gravity every time, kind of like he's doing in this fight. And, yeah. I'm just kind of going along with the crowd. If he's telling us, if everybody else is using it, I'm going to keep using it because I want to. And then he drops his back down. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, Catastrophe sends forth its tentacles. There was something about this. I don't remember what it is. You can't do anything to the tentacles. As far, but what you got to do is basically you have to like stand behind them or something. It actually ain't so bad. He's down to 41%. I'm so busy trying to make sure that I focus on the fight that I'm not actually, uh-oh. There we go. Just hit him with everything I got. know if that was what we were supposed to do or not. Anyway, this is kind of fun though. This is definitely a interesting fight. Mechanics are definitely... Oh, okay. He's only got like 13% left anyway. Yeah, definitely some interesting mechanics in this game. Definitely some interesting mechanics in this fight. There we go. I think he's done anyway. I might be able to... There you go. So that was easy. That was kind of fun. Definitely a lot more involved than the one in Final Fantasy V. And we'll see how much of this stuff that I can actually get. I can actually use some of the stuff to get. I did figure it out. It's back in Relgar's Reach. So, I'll give us a Gunbreaker. And then... Oh. I definitely want that. I want to try to get that. Nice. I think I'm going to get everything. I don't think anybody's going to... Yeah. Everybody took off on me. Okay. That's good, though. This thing is actually kind of cool, though. Float. I'm going to use that right away. So this is the orchestration roll for Omega Squared, and Omega Squared is actually the boss theme for this. So that's actually really cool that I got that. Alright, so we can head back out now. Come on. There we go. We can head back out now. And it should actually take us directly to... Yes. So just like last time, we'll make this part of it, and then we'll go to do the quest to open up the third part of it. Thanks, Nero. Alright. I guess this is when we'll hear about the third one. I don't remember this one. Hellas or Nasius or something. Queen of Dimension Castle, I guess. Omega is populating its grand experiment with fictional characters. Midgard Zamar. These two don't get along, and I love it. Alright, and there we go. So now we can go over here and talk to Alpha. Hello, Alpha. And now Deltascape version 3 is now available. So, alright, well, there you go, though. So as I was saying a minute ago, all those things that I keep getting, which are down here, the Deltascape pieces, I figured out that you can turn them in. It's done down in Relgar's Reach, one of the Stormblood hubs. You could probably do it at other places, but that's the main one that I found. And it will allow you to get gear. Technically speaking, unless you already have gear that transcends into it, it's actually not a bad place to get gear for the classes that were released in Endwalker. Which are our Reaper and our Sage. The other thing, though, that's pretty handy is if you're leveling characters. You know, like, I can show mine off real quick here, if you can see it. I've got characters that are level 27, have a class of 27, not character, class. You know, 30, I got a 55 Samurai, you know, I've got a level 60 Dancer. So using a Dancer or even my 55 Red Mage is good examples. You know, this is level 70 stuff. Well, eventually I'm going to get up where I would need gear. And instead of trying to make gear or buy gear, even my level 60 Gunblader too, I could trade in for this. I could just run these raids and gather these items and turn them in for the gear that I would need to keep progressing into the next area. You know, since, you know, it's harder to do. But, so. Yep. But anyway, there you go. Nice, short, sweet. So that about does it for today's episode. If this is your first time here, hit those subscribe and notification buttons so you can stay up to date on everything I'm working on. You can also support the channel on Patreon. There is a link to that in the description below. And there is also a link to my Twitch channel so you can be notified when I'm streaming. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode.